Hey guys, Louie here. Good to see you. Just in the car, driving home from a little errand, and I thought I would put up a video about why I think that inflation is coming. And there are many videos on this subject, and that are very well documented. I'm going to link to the best video that I have seen, and it is a 20-30 minute presentation from a really highly skilled individual that people normally pay to get his opinion, but he makes a really compelling case why inflation and even hyperinflation is right around the corner. So I'm going to put that link below. Before you click over to him, although his video will be much better than mine, although he's very long-winded, but I'm going to make the case for why Donald Trump wants inflation. All right? I believe that Trump is a practical, pragmatic person. He doesn't stand on ceremony very much. He's willing to kind of do anything to achieve what it is that he wants. He's more of a street brawler, which is producing some results in his own way. I don't agree with everything he's done. I think some of it will backfire on him, possibly in a really significant way. But why do I think that Donald Trump wants inflation? Okay, he knows well enough that trade wars are inflationary. He knows well enough that trade wars can lead to an increase in the price of goods. If we only produce our own goods here in this country, costs will rise. If others produce only produce and consume their goods in their country, their prices will rise. Basically, there will be less checks and balances on inflation of goods and services. Already we have inflation in terms of income. At least in the blue states, minimum wage is going up really rapidly. And I think that's why you see fast food increasing in price, at least where I live.
It's got 2 beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on a sesame seed bun.
And other minimum wage oriented goods and services. But Trump, I believe, is headed to a place where he would like to reduce the national debt, but he does not want to incur the pain associated. He wants to grow his way out of our crisis, right? He wants to, I think, be known as the president that achieved 4 to 5% growth rate. And he is doing everything to stimulate the hell out of the economy. Okay, the whole tax plan was just an incredible stimulus, mostly for corporate America, for high-income individuals, ultra-high-income individuals, and corporate executives. Not so much for middle or upper middle class. So he wants stimulus, he wants growth, but he does not want an exploding national debt, because that will obviously cause the ultimate downfall of our country. The debt cannot grow to the sky, and you can't raise interest rates substantially when you owe so much money in terms of our national debt to other foreign countries. So what is the solution? Well, it's something that has been done before, but I think he may be looking to do it on steroids. $1 billion national debt, and you don't want to pay it back, or you're unable to pay it back. Well, the best way to reduce that debt is to inflate the currency. If he engages in a moderate amount of inflation, and possibly even a small amount of hyperinflation, he can ensure that goods and services become much more expensive, and by so doing, the debt that we hold be paid back with cheaper dollars. All right. The other thing that he can do is he can screw retirees and senior citizens out of Social Security, because as has been happening for decades now, when you draw your Social Security, it is inflation adjusted, but it's not truly inflation adjusted. So maybe you got $1,000 a month before, But now that $1,000 will barely buy you, dog food and electricity as you retire. But I think that's where he's headed. I think he is headed to inflate the price of everything and thus deflate the value of the dollar so that we can begin paying debts back with cheaper dollars. And if that looks like growth in the meantime, and it gets the economy really humming, in his opinion, then he has succeeded. And maybe he can do that without revaluing the dollar. I do believe eventually it will require a complete reset of the value of the dollar, something of the nature of 10-to-1 reverse stock split. You got $1,000 in the bank, and congratulations, the next day you have a new $100 bill, right? It's be a different color. It'll be like orange or something for Donald. So I think that's coming as well, because I don't think inflation or hyperinflation ever works. But I think that's what he's trying to do, and I think the trade wars are exactly the way that he wants to do it. It looks like he's protecting the country. It looks like he's getting tough on other countries, and he is to some extent. But ultimately, it is going to be so inflationary that he must want that. He must want to inflate his way out of this mess. And that's what I think he's doing. I think he's smart enough to know that that will happen, because he keeps doubling down on all the tariffs and everything. So there you go. That's my thought. What are your thoughts? And please get over to this video and check it out. It is just an amazing video that makes a compelling argument that hyperinflation is not only possible, not only probable, it is imminent. All right, that is the point of the speaker you're about to hear if you click the link below. Imminent. What do you want to have in hyperinflation? Well, of course you want to have gold and silver. You know that's where I was headed with all this, right? But what are your thoughts? I know a lot of you are way smarter than me when it comes to economics and monetary policy. But it seems to me that Trump is too smart to not know that he is going to be cooking up inflation by instituting these trade wars. Thanks, everybody. I'll be reading your thoughts. Bye now.